Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joe Flash, and we're back with another reaction video. Finally, it's kind of been a few days since the last time I did a Mortal Kombat character voice comparison reaction video. The last character I did was Sindel. Now, finally, I'm about to get back with another one. I'm sorry it took me a few days for me to continue on. Just been busy, it's really hard to be making videos nowadays, I will admit, but I'm trying my best, so just have patience, but here I am. So for the next character in the Mortal Kombat franchise I will be doing a voice comparison reaction video to is none other than another one of Earthrealm protectors himself, Kung Lao, who's pretty much just as famous as Liu Kang is for being one of the fewest protectors of Earthrealm. So, yeah, Kung Lao, really extremely awesome character. He made his debut in Mortal Kombat 2. Kung Lao has always been an awesome character since his debut, always known for his razor hat, such a great weapon to use. He has classic fatalities with that razor hat, like his hat slice fatality where he just completely cuts his opponent straight in complete in half with the hat. That razor hat throw toss where you throw his hat and you just slice the opponent's head off. But the problem is in some of the games though, you have to aim the hat to do the fatality, which is a bit bullcrap if you ask me. I remember watching Mr. G321 playing Mortal Kombat Trilogy, which was the Mortal Kombat game I grew up with as a kid that helped me to become the Mortal Kombat fan. Apparently, as Mortal Kombat 2 Kung Lao, you have to try to aim his hat to do his classic fatality where, the hat cuts the head off, and yeah, it's really bullcrap that you have to aim the hat to do the fatality. It's kind of unfair if you ask me, but whatever. But Kung Lao is another character that definitely will never get old, he just always is another one of the fewest of Earthrealm protectors. Always been a classic character in Mortal Kombat. Like, how can you not think of Mortal Kombat without Kung Lao? Like, seriously, Kung Lao will just... He's an important character, man. You just can't think of Mortal Kombat without Kung Lao. So, yeah, Kung Lao has always been someone that I always found was pretty cool. I never get tired of looking at him, especially when he's known for his razor hat. So, of course, I just can't say much else other than he's just another standard classic character. Any character who appeared in the first three Mortal Kombat games are just all simply classic characters. But anyway, it's gonna be, this video is like about 4 minutes long, so it's not as long as I thought it was gonna be, despite it being an updated version. Of course, I always go with the updated version because they have longer pieces than the originals, so yeah. The only time I reacted to both the original and the updated version of a voice comparison reaction video was Sub-Zero because, I discovered in both the videos that in the original one that Generation West uploaded, the original one usually only contained both Bai-Han and Kai Lang Sub-Zero. So, Bai-Han's the original Sub-Zero, which Scorpion killed him because of misunderstanding, thinking that he killed his family, but it was Quan Chi. And then Kai Lang, Bai-Han's brother, becomes the next Sub-Zero, and he's the current Sub-Zero. And Bai-Han does come back and he becomes Noob Saibot. You know the whole story. So yeah, the original one that that Generation West uploaded, he contained both Bai-Han and Kai Lang Sub-Zero, and then his updated version, he only just pretty much just only went on with Kai Lang Sub-Zero. So I wanted to do both of them because both Kai Lang and Bai-Han, they're both Sub-Zeros, or Bi-Han, whatever you want to call them. I just call him Bai-Han, but you get the point. But anyway, now we're here with Kung Lao, so let's go ahead and just get this out of the way because I need to take a shower. And I'm probably going to go to bed early because I don't have much to do tonight, so... Well, nothing... Oh, okay, well, the light just barely went down, but alright. There's not much for me to do, so I'm just probably going to go ahead and just take a shower and just probably go to bed early, like with chances, because there's not a lot for me to do, so... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and just get this over with. There's not much left for me to say, so... Let's see who I'm going to love as my favorites for Kung Lao. Let's find out, shall we? Let's shorten the camera footage. And now, let's get this started, shall we? So like John Cena and Triple H would always say, your time is up, my time is now, it's time to play the game. Let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? Kung Lao, voice comparison, updated. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. I missed the button at first, but I got it. Sorry, piece of hair in the box. Preparing the voices of Kung Lao. Which game was it again? Oh, Mortal Kombat Gold, okay. I don't know much about Mortal Kombat 4 and Gold, but I've heard of them at least thanks to Mr. G321. Mortal Kombat Gold is kind of somewhat similar to Mortal Kombat 4. I think Mortal Kombat Gold is basically like Mortal Kombat 4. It's just an updated version where it's got more characters and stuff. I don't know. But I have at least heard of Mortal Kombat 4 and Mortal Kombat Gold. But alright. This guy is the one who voiced him in the game. Kind of almost looks like Kung Lao almost.
This katana, that was a ceremonial strike of revenge for my ancestor that you killed in Mortal Kombat so many years ago. I wish only to settle the differences between us.
Okay, sounds a little bit more like Raiden, but alright.
If I am to die here, then it will be for the honor of my family. I believe that I will be of great assistance to Liu Kang. After all, your magics are too limited.
Sure, that's good. Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks. Makes sense for him to be in the game, because, you know, Kung Lao is actually a monk, so it makes proper sense. I'm not gonna lie, some of the Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks designs actually look pretty cool. I think Mr. G321 has played this before. I might need to check him out playing this game to see if I know a little bit about this, because I don't know anything about Mortal Kombat Shaolin monks. Yes. Of course, Mortal Kombat 9. Why the heck not, you know? Can't go wrong with Mortal Kombat 9.
They must have relocated Katana. Be thankful I choose not to spill your tainted blood. Who are you? There is something familiar. You need help? 4 arms against 2 is hardly a fair
That game is pretty much basically 12 years old now, since it came out back in 2011, but it's still a good game. Mortal Kombat 9 was pretty awesome just because it went back in time and just retold the whole classic Mortal Kombat story again. Yes. And of course, you know, Mortal Kombat X, that's a great game. Everybody really loved Mortal Kombat X. He was pretty old in this version of the game. Well, in the story mode, he's really still irrelevant and evil-spirited, so he's dead already, basically, but when they decided to go with human version for him, he pretty much was old. As you can see, he's got the goatee and the mustache, so he's an old man in this version, but of course you can unlock alternate costumes where he looks like himself in Mortal Kombat 3. Yep, there you go, there's the relevant version. He's actually bald as well when he's a relevant version. I don't know why he has to be bald when he's in the evil-spirited form, but it doesn't matter. You can even tell by the voice as well. I did mention in the previous videos, like Liu Kang and Sendo and all them, that he was one of the fewest irrelevant. Oh, yeah. You know what? But you know what? Despite Mortal Kombat Legacy 1 and 2 being very underrated for a lot of fans, since them two came out back in 2011 and 2013. 2011 was when Mortal Kombat Legacy appeared, and then Mortal Kombat Legacy 2 was in 2013. Despite those being super underrated Mortal Kombat films or live action verses, some of the performances or some of the actors and actresses actually did pretty good. Some of them were kind of bad, and some of them were kind of like maybes because I didn't know where to go. But then some of them were actually good. I have ranked some of the previous actors in these Mortal Kombat Legacy films a thumbs up and all that. So, you know, with further due respect, I'm actually going to go ahead and give this guy a thumbs up, because he actually wasn't that bad as Kung Lao. He really wasn't. Mark Dacos? I don't know how to say his last name, I'm sorry. But this guy, Mark, his Kung Lao performance actually wasn't really that bad. I actually didn't think he made a bad Kung Lao. I thought he was actually okay. Only thing that was different, though, is, I mean, he did have his hat for his weapon. He didn't use it a lot, though, but, I mean, Kung Lao didn't really fight a lot in Mortal Kombat Legacy 2, but most of the time, whenever you see him with the hat on, he didn't really have his blades on. Like in that one scene when Liu Kang got into a bar fight, you know, he was being beaten up by one of the gang members that was still left standing, and Kung Lao came to save him, but, you know, when he threw his hat at him, he didn't have his razors on it, so he didn't have the razor hat, apparently, in this, so, you know, when he hit the guy with the hat, it didn't kill him, it just hit him, you know, it just did enough damage to knock him out. You'd be able to tell, because you don't see the blades on the hat, but it doesn't matter, you know, this guy, as I said, overall wasn't bad as Kung Lao, you know, he actually did a pretty good job, in my opinion. Not the best job, but at least good enough that I thought he was actually okay as Kung Lao. So, with due respect, I'm gonna actually give him a thumbs up. I don't care what all you Mortal Kombat Legacy haters and all them y'all say. I don't care if any of y'all didn't like Mortal Kombat Legacy or 1 and 2 or not. I thought Mortal Kombat Legacy 2 was better than Mortal Kombat Legacy 1, even though they're both not as good as the Mortal Kombat 1995 film, but, you know, some of them were okay. Like I said, some of the performances were actually okay, and like I said, Mark as Kung Lao really wasn't that bad. He's one of the fewest that I think was actually okay in, you know, for his performance, so that's all I got to say. Like I said, he didn't do a lot as Kung Lao in this movie, but he had a couple performances, you know. Like I said, he didn't really get a lot of fight scenes in here, but from what he was given and, you know, and all that, he did okay while he could. The last scene in the movie was basically him and Liu Kang were about to get ready to fight, because in this version, Liu Kang actually turns evil in this version. If you have never seen Mortal Kombat Legacy 2 or Mortal Kombat Legacy 1, then you'll know.
They will not reach the grotto. It is protected by
Yes, of course. Can't go wrong with Mortal Kombat 11, man. That's a fantastic game as well. Sunil, whatever his name is, great voice for Kung Lao in the game. In this game, Kung Lao was still relevant. He was still the evil spirit in his story mode until eventually when Fire God Liu Kang, when Liu Kang came back to life and became the Fire God, the new Earthrealm protector, you know, kind of like when Raiden retired and all that. Kung Lao was brought back to life along with those other fighters that got killed. You know, Kung Lao came back, Katana came back, and a few of the others that were dead as well. So they're gonna eventually show relevant. Yeah, there you go. See, they're eventually gonna show relevant Kung Lao. I think that's what they're called. I'm not 100% sure, but I have to believe that's what they're called when they're evil spirited, the relevance. I could be wrong, but let me know in the comments down below if I'm right or not. Like I said, I just don't really, I haven't played this game, and I haven't really watched the whole entire story mode based off Mortal Kombat 11. Like, I haven't seen the entire movie of it with all the cutscenes and all that, so I don't know what they're called. Although I have watched the Mortal Kombat X, but I forgot. It's just been too long. But anyway. Okay, well, unfortunately, they did leave out two guys, though. There's two guys that they left out. They left two live-action Mortal Kung Lao performances. Obviously, because this was made back in, I think this was made back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check the data again. I'm pretty sure these all came out back in 2019. Yeah, because this came out back in May 17th, 2019, obviously, they didn't include the Kung Lao actor from last year's Mortal Kombat film, Mortal Kombat 2021, because Kung Lao was in that movie in Mortal Kombat 2021, but I mean, he eventually got killed in that movie, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think Kung Lao did die in the movie, but that guy's performance for Kung Lao in Mortal Kombat 2021, I'll respectfully give him a thumbs up, but there was other guys that do better as Kung Lao than him, but he was good enough for what he was given in the movie. But my favorite Kung Lao, though, is the one from, I'm really surprised they didn't put him in here. I don't know why they did. Or maybe I should probably watch the other video, maybe see if he's included. I don't know what. I haven't checked the original yet, but like I said, because this is the updated version, I wonder if maybe the original Generation West Kung Lao voice comparison video maybe includes him. But there's another live-action Kung Lao that was that has been played by somebody that, like, for some reason he wasn't in this video. But maybe I should go check the original video and see if he's in that one. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So this is the original voice comparison video of Kung Lao. Like I said, the other one I just finished checking out was the updated version. I usually go with the updated version because they have more. But this is the original, the first Kung Lao voice comparison video from Generation West. And they do have the guy that I was talking about, because there is another live-action Kung Lao actor, but for some reason he wasn't featured in the updated version, but he is here in this original video. So I wanted to check to see if he was, so that way I'll be able to show you who I'm talking about. So this is the man I'm talking about, who's another live-action Kung Lao. This man. Polo, I think that's how you say his name, Polo, I don't know. I'm not good with these, like, names, but however you say this guy's name is, he, from Mortal Kombat Conquest, because I did mention Mortal Kombat Conquest a few times in my previous Mortal Kombat character voice comparison videos, like Scorpion and Sub-Zero and all them, because they were in this series, Mortal Kombat Conquest. I've talked about it plenty of times, but I'll say it again. Mortal Kombat Conquest was a short-lived series in 1998. It only lasted for one season. It was a live-action series. Mortal Kombat Conquest, only one season, 1998, that was it. Very short-lived, but could have lasted longer if they went with it, but maybe there must be a reasoning why they didn't make it last long. But I thought Mortal Kombat Conquest was good. Me and Dad both loved this little series. We rented it from Family Video when it came to DVD, and this series was really good. I really thought this was a great series. This really was a great live-action series. as I've mentioned, the Mortal Kombat 1995 movie will always be my number one favorite live action Mortal Kombat film or sequel. But this one right here, Mortal Kombat Conquest in 1998, even though it's only one season, but this would have to be my second favorite live action Mortal Kombat sequel because I thought this series was really good. Me and Dad both, so this is my second favorite. And I thought this guy, Paulo, however you say his name, I thought he was good as Kung Lao. Pretty much Kung Lao was the main character of this whole series. In Mortal Kombat Conquest, this is what the series was mostly based off of. Kung Lao, he was the main character. When I saw the picture, like the DVD case on family video, I thought it was Liu Kang because he didn't have his hat on, but it turned out it was actually Kung Lao. He just unfortunately doesn't wear his hat in this series. I mean, he does wear it in the first episode, but that's it. For the remainder of the series, you don't see him with the hat on. He just looks more like Liu Kang because he's wearing normal clothes. You know what I'm saying? But overall, despite that, this guy was great as Kung Lao. Like, he was the main character of the series, and he was great. I really thought this guy did an amazing job as Kung Lao in the series. So, this pretty much, as far as I'm concerned, this guy is my number one favorite live-action Kung Lao, pretty much. This is my number one favorite live-action Kung Lao, I hear. This man. I really wish I knew how to say his name, but I mean, I think I could pronounce his last name, Montalban. I don't know. I'm just taking a big guess here, okay? I don't know how to pronounce his name, the first name, but I'm guessing that's how you say his last name, Montalban. But you get what I mean. This guy's my number one favorite live-action Kung Lao, you know? At first, it was the Mortal Kombat Legacy 2 guy, but Mark, whatever his name is. At first, it was Mortal Kombat Legacy 2, but then when I started watching this series, when it came to family video, I ended up loving this way more, so as far as I'm concerned, Mortal Kombat Conquest is my second favorite live-action Mortal Kombat sequel, so therefore, this guy is my number one favorite live-action Kung Lao. Montalban, however you say his name. And then my second favorite is Mark from Mortal Kombat Legacy 2. They're my two favorite live-action Kung Laos, as far as I'm concerned. So I just thought I'd check this original video to see if he was included, and he is. So thank goodness he's featured in the original video, you know? Because it would have been kind of disrespectful if they didn't include him, because he was Kung Lao once before, so it would have been very disrespectful if Generation West didn't include this man for his performance in Kung Lao Mortal Kombat Conquest in any of his two videos, you know, in this one or the updated version. I just got checking out, but just thought I'd look back in this one and see if he was included. Thank goodness he was. Okay, I'm back. So that covers all of them. I think that's pretty much all the Kung Laos. But anyway, so as I've already said, my two favorite live action Mortal Kombat, my two favorite live action Kung Laos are obviously, as I already said, Montalban, however you say his name, from Mortal Kombat Conquest, and Mark from Mortal Kombat Legacy 2. Those are my only two favorite Kung Laos. The guy, as I said, the guy who played Kung Lao in last year's Mortal Kombat film, Mortal Kombat 2021, I thought he was okay, but, you know, I didn't think the movie was that good. I mean, it was okay, but it just didn't live up to the hype. Not like anything compared to the original 1995 Mortal Kombat film. That Mortal Kombat 2021 movie didn't really live up to the hype. I'm not saying it was a bad movie. It wasn't that good, but it was okay. Like, so I have a bit of at least respect for it, you know? Because some of the performers were good in there, but it just doesn't live up to the hype. But I don't know if it's gonna be true or not. But there are rumors speculating they might make another Mortal Kombat film to follow up with the Mortal Kombat 2021 movie. If you saw the movie and saw the ending for it and all that, and they've been talking rumors about like many different reasonings. Like they might include characters that weren't featured in the first film. But we'll see, you know. And you know, I always keep forgetting about this as well. But I'm now remembering this. But I also keep forgetting about those two animated Mortal Kombat films, Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge and Mortal Kombat Battle of the Realms. Those two animated Mortal Kombat films, which I don't know if they're really appreciated by a lot of people or not, because the animations are pretty wacky, just seeing Mortal Kombat characters in that kind of wacky animation. But I thought Mortal Kombat Scorpion's Revenge was actually alright, despite it being an animated movie. I haven't seen Mortal Kombat Battle for the Realms. I was going to buy it on DVD in Walmart, but didn't get enough time to, so they only have it on Blu-ray. So I might have to end up buying it on eBay one day just to watch it, but those were good as well. And I know Kung Lao, I don't think he was in Scorpion's Revenge, but however, I'm pretty sure he was in Battle for the Realms. So if I do see it, and if I think the guy's voice acting performances, whoever voiced Kung Lao in that film for Battle of the Realms, if I think he did good, then I'll give him respect as well. I know a lot of you were probably thinking, I know for some of you that probably don't like those two animated Mortal Kombat films, you probably thought I would never bring that up, but sorry, I just remembered it now, so I have to give respect for that as well, you know? But anyway, so, as I said, I already got my two picks for live-action Kung Lao. Bonhan or Montelhan from Mortal Kombat Conquest, however you say his name, and Mark, however you say his last name, from Mortal Kombat Legacy 2. And then for animated and video game wise, obviously for video game and animated wise, I obviously have to give it to I obviously am gonna have to give it to Sunil. How do you say his name? Malhotra. I think that's how you say his name. Sunil Malhotra from Mortal Kombat 11. Uh, uh, William Lee from Mortal Kombat X, and Jim. Does that say Jim or Jin? Jim Hong from Mortal Kombat 9. Those three men are my favorite voices for animated video game wise Kung Lao, because Mortal Kombat 11, Mortal Kombat X, and Mortal Kombat 9, those are great Mortal Kombat games, so gotta give respect for them as well. So those are my 3 favorite voices for animated and video game wise Kung Lao. So in total, that makes 5 total Kung Lao favorites of mine. So now it's time for y'all to vote. And leave a comment down below now. Tell me who you love as Kung Lao. And don't forget to share it with all your friends so you can get their honest opinions as well. You got my picks. Now it's time for y'all to vote who you love as Kung Lao now. So, anyway, that's all. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and just end this video now. I'm going to go ahead and probably start taking a shower already. It's like 8:36. It's not that late, but I'm really kind of tired. I don't really have a lot that I'm going to be doing for the remainder of the day, so I might as well just go ahead and just take my shower and just go to bed early and then just be ready for another day tomorrow. Now, Friday, we won't have any school Friday because of, well, actually, I don't know why. Probably staff development. I don't know. It's usually staff development for these kind of days being off, but I don't know. But we won't have school this Friday, so after tomorrow, when we have another day of school, we'll be out Friday, so we'll get a 3-day weekend, unlike the usual 2-day weekend on Saturday and Sunday. We were actually supposed to have a 4-day weekend, which means we were supposed to take next Monday off too, but because of that bad weather storm we once had that caused, like, schools to be closed for a little while because it was that bad, it was icy and snowy and all that, we had to skip like a few days from school because of that. We have to be at school Monday to make up for it. So we have to show up on Monday to make up for those days we had to take off because of the bad weather we had, So that's why we don't get Monday off. Only as far as I'm concerned, Waxahachie is the only school district that will get to have Monday off, because I guess apparently they still went to school despite the weather. So yeah, because in total in Navarro College, my class, we have a total mixture of Red Oak, which are me and some other guys, and then Waxahachie and Midlothian students. So only the Waxahachie students will be out next Monday. Us Red Oak students, along with the Midlothian, will be present for college. So that's it, But anyway, you get the point. So 3-day weekend. Sunday will also be Easter as well. I keep forgetting about that because I'm just too focused on the 3-day weekend part. I keep forgetting about Easter on Sunday, but Easter will be on Sunday as well, and I will actually be visiting my family. My mom yesterday texted my mom saying that she's going to have a gathering at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so we will have a family gathering on Easter Sunday, which should be fun. Easter gatherings aren't as good as, like, compared to Christmas and Thanksgiving gatherings. Usually it's Thanksgiving and Christmas gatherings that are probably the best family gatherings we have in my family, but Easter's alright too, I used to be an Easter egg hunter, of course, along with the rest of my cousins and all, but when I grew older, I just decided to quit doing it, because, I'm just too old now, I mean, I'm never too old to do anything, but it'd just be a little bit unfair if you just had an adult guy just participating, and I'd just be getting all the eggs. I'm usually pretty good at collecting a lot of eggs. It just wouldn't be fair, It's kind of one of the few reasons why I quit Easter egg hunting, so I could be fair and let other kids get it, But it doesn't matter, It doesn't matter either way. As long as you get to see the family, that's good enough for anything. I have actually uploaded an Easter video on my channel before. I think it was back in 2017, when I first started on my channel. Yeah. It was back in 2017 when I first started on my YouTube channel. I actually uploaded Easter videos at that time, hanging with my family. I don't know if y'all have ever seen them before, because those are old videos. It was back in 2017 when I first started, but I did upload Easter videos at the time when we were making eggs and then hanged with the family and all that, but never mind. Anyway, I'm done talking. I'm just going to go ahead and just wrap this up. Shower time. And I'll probably go to bed after I'm done showering as well, because like I said, there's not much else for me to do, so I'm going to wrap it up for today. So stay tuned for the next video. I don't know which Mortal Kombat character I'll do next, but when I come to make the decision on who I'll do next, you'll see, okay? But anyway, I'm out of here, y'all, so thank you for joining. I'm out. That'll be it for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Dislike, give it a thumbs down. Join me next time for the next video. To all you boys, men, and guys out there, fist bumps go to all of you. Excuse me, I need some water. To all you boys, men, and guys out there, kisses go out to all of you. But until then, this is Joe Flash signing off, and have a good day.